Cancer, welcome to your weekly pick a card reading. This week we're going to be breaking down and looking into this energy of this heart expansion and heart growth. And we started out the month talking about expanding and growing your heart, and we moved through receiving, and this week we're going to be talking about more support and that expansion of your heart, and now it's a bigger vessel to be filled and to allow people to help you, and how you can do that this week. If you haven't been following along, the links to these cards and when they came out, those are below, as well as information to get a personal reading. Please like, comment, and subscribe, share, and tell me if you picked stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. I'm using Animal Allies and the Guardian Tarot. Please ask questions and engage me in conversation, because I tend to move fast and talk quick, and in writing we can talk more all you want. I would love to do that with you, Cancer. So stack 1, you have the World in reverse. I'm sorry, this light isn't super great. It's way better for my face than the cards. King of Pentacles and Cheetah. So Cancer, stack 1. It's feeling as though you're having a hard time reaching a goal or completing a cycle, and you're there's a little bit of treading water or spinning your wheels and being stuck in the mud and being very close to completion, but like on a graph, what do they call that when the line gets infinitely closer but never actually crosses the x-axis? There's a mathematical term for that, but it just feels like you get closer and closer and just cannot quite cross the finish line, and it feels like there's a need to call on others for help and for support, and to delegate, and to allow someone to take care of certain things and to take certain things off of your plate. And these are going to be probably things in the physical sense, in the physical realm, to allow yourself to be nurtured and cared for tangibly and physically, while what that does is that taking of things off your plate helps you hone in and narrow your focus and gives you a little boost, like a turbo boost of energy at the end, at the finish, and that can help you get over that hump to complete that cycle. But as long as you are trying to do everything, that momentum, you cannot quite get that momentum to speed over that final piece. And so there's a need to, like, okay, hold my beer, and then you go for it. That's what I'm getting for stack 1. Cancer, stack 2, 4 of Pentacles reversed, the Star, and Beetle. So Cancer, when we're talking about being open to receiving support and the expansion of your heart, this is going to be talking about your integrity, and it's going to be talking about the showing of your hand and being able to show vulnerability and the ability to be honest with what you need, because the Star is extreme healing and soothing and support, renewal of faith, and a regeneration of your hope. And in order to do so, there's an admission, a disclosure that has to happen. Like, you haven't quite admitted to yourself or to anyone else what you need, or that you need anything. And so there's a need to, it's like you finally need to come clean and go, okay, I can't do it from all myself, and I do need help. And to speak your truth and to be honest about this, and to be honest with yourself and accepting of yourself, because this month is all about your emotional expansion and growing your heart to be filled with more love. That includes love and acceptance of yourself. And it is okay. That's the thing, is no one's an island, and we get to ask for help, and it's not a flaw that you can't be everything and do everything. And so it is okay to show that vulnerability and to ask. And also, because we're talking about integrity and talking about our outsides matching our insides, a need to be clear and honest about what it is that you need. Not just that you need, but what it is that you need. And so you can ask for it accurately and clearly, and not ask for something that you think is going to meet the need but isn't. So you have to have integrity with yourself about where it is that you may be falling short, and that you're going to need that help from the outside. Cancer, stack 3, Five of Wands reversed, Knight of Cups, and Starfish. So I'm feeling with this one, Cancer, there's been a resistance to reaching out and asking for help because of fears around conformity. And if you asking for help, it's as though there's a belief of there being strings attached, and that if you do allow someone to help you, that you'll then all of a sudden they have a claim on how you behave. Or if you ask, you're afraid to ask for help because someone hasn't always approved of how you live your life, and so they're likely to say no. Or if someone is helping you, then all of a sudden your choices are less your own and more, well, what would that person expect from me, because I feel like I owe them in some way. And so there's this fear there. And I feel like especially with all of this heart expansion that's happening this month for you, Cancer, it's really going to be about learning to accept and believe in unconditional love, that you can receive love unconditionally, and to open yourself up to that possibility and to receive support without expectation. And also, if it's a challenge for you, how to give that. Because this reading could go either way. It could be that you're afraid to ask for help because you're afraid of the strings that would be attached if someone were to help you. But there's also that, how good are you at offering help and support and unconditional love completely without expectation, but just because of love. So thank you, Cancer, and talk to you again next week.